Some of you who have been with me for a while know that I covered the Watts case extensively after the American Murder Family Next Door came out on Netflix. So, the Watts case was a deep dive into what seemed at times the depths of hell. And not so much because of the case itself, but just because of everything around it. Um, it was just insanity, insanity, insanity. So, in the last few days, the last few weeks, there has been a lot of chatter about the NK and her father interrogation video. And there have been several YouTubers who have been trying to get a hold of the footage. Well, today, Frankie Jr., Frankie Rushek Jr., Shanann Watts' brother, premiered it on his channel. And this is not going to be a popular opinion. I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off. And it is what it is. Frankie Jr. has forever now been saying that him and his family just want to be left alone. They don't want anyone to discuss this case. They've gotten attorneys to try to take down AD, Armchair Detective, trying to pass laws so that no one can discuss this case. And then today, he pops up with a never before seen video with monetization enabled. It's nothing new. I mean, we've already heard the video. Any of you who followed the Watts case, then you know everything that's on the video. The only difference is you can see their faces. That's it. We've already heard it, just haven't seen it. But they made this huge thing today and had, 1,000 people in the chat listening to it. And it's the exact same thing that we have heard. So, this is my problem with this. They made it sound like this was, some new breaking info. And it wasn't. Okay, so we get to see their faces. Big deal. We've already heard everything they had to say. So why would Shanann Watts' family, her mother was in the chat too, why would her family put this out on social media? You can't preach that you don't want people talking about this case and you want people to stop talking about it on social media, and then you come live on a monetized channel. That is my problem with this. If you truly want people to stop talking about what happened to your family member, but those super chats were rolling in, let me tell you. There has been a fight for a while trying to get it to be released. Save the drama, yes. And he even said, ha ha ha, here's the video that all of you have been trying to release. I'm doing it before you can. All that showed me, all that showed me is that he wanted money. And he knew that the person who released it would get it. I have no issue with that. None. I have no problem with them receiving money. And I will tell you, and this is my personal opinion, agree with it or not. But the only thing that what Frankie did today has accomplished is fueling the fire, and it was a money grab on his part. And that is my opinion. That's my opinion. And I have my own personal opinions about this case. And I am actually, and I was planning to do this before this ever happened, but I am going to do a recap of this case because I think it needs to be done. There are a lot of things that people have questions about. There are a lot of people who have never even heard about this case or never followed it. And I have the knowledge, so why not talk about it? I'm also going to do a recap of Gabby's case. I'm actually going to go back and recap all of my previous cases. I did a recap of Gypsy's case right before I did Gabby's, and I am going to start recapping the Watts case and Gabby's case. You who have followed this case since the beginning, you know there are a lot of things about this case that don't make sense. And when things don't add up, there's a reason. There is a reason. And that's what we're going to talk about. I mean, I have my own opinions about this case, and I have been very vocal about them. And I will be very vocal about it when I recover it. The problem that I said I have about this is this particular family has been raising money, and in a very large amount of money, actually. I don't know exactly how much they have raised because I haven't kept up with it. I'm not going to lie about that. I don't know. Haven't kept up with it. But they have been raising money to sue people. Primarily armchair detective, and suing him for talking about this case and theorizing. Well, true crime discussion channels, that's what we do. That's what we do. We discuss true crime. And what they've said is the case is closed. Nobody should be discussing it because the case is closed. Yet here they are, releasing this footage because they wanted to get a one up on other creators and keep them from making money on it. They're not going to keep people from making money. They're just not. You're not going to keep people from discussing this case, and you're not going to keep creators from making money. You're just not. If people enjoy listening to a creator talk about a case, they're going to listen. My question is, with them releasing this footage, how does that affect whatever potential lawsuit they have against AD? That it is very contradictory to what they are trying to do. So if you're trying to sue someone because they have been discussing theories and theorizing and things of that nature, then how is what they did today any different? I'm not going to be honest, this really pissed me off. They don't want anybody to make money, and I've been criticized left and right by particular people, and then they are making money hand over fist through super chats because people feel sorry for them. And I will tell you, I understand completely. But to expect other people not to discuss it and then you bring it to social media and want people to watch it on your monetized channel, there's there's something about that that doesn't sit well with me. And another YouTuber was going to sue Frederick PD to release the video footage, and somehow Frankie Jr. ended up with it, and he decided to come forward with it first before anybody else could. I don't agree with that at all. I just don't agree with it. I think that it is, I don't know. I just think that it's misleading. Well, I don't feel bad for the family, save the drama. And I'll tell you why I don't feel bad for the family. They're the reason it's happening. I don't feel bad for the family at all. But I actually feel worse right now for the Watts than I do the Rusheks. Cat, both families annoy me too. And I don't hit a lick at shit about the Watts, but damn, this is just ridiculous. I'm gonna tell y'all, I hate now that I'm actually not gonna be able to go to Denver with Lana because I would have rented a little red car and just drove around that neighborhood and gone live. I'm not even kidding. Oh my God. I do not understand. Tracy, there was YT. Oh, Tracy, there was a red car that people said they saw during this case. I can't go, y'all, because I'm staying with my grandma. Um, and I could have hidden in the bushes, and I could have done some shadows on the, I mean, seriously, y'all. This has turned into another shit show. And I have a feeling that, um, oh, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. As far as Chris goes, I do think that he killed Shanann. I do not think he killed anybody in that house. His story makes no sense. and none of the evidence points to anyone having been harmed in that home. And that's all I'm getting into tonight. The rest you will hear when I recap, because there is so much. So much. Do I talk about conspiracies? Do I talk about theories? Absolutely. Absolutely. When you have very little facts, you are 100% going to speculate. And true crime is what I love to do, and it's what I'm good at.